Hi, everybody. Welcome to NAUI's Dive Team Report. I'm your host, Greg Martin. You know, NAUI just recently went through their Board of Directors annual election process. This year, there were 3 new board members elected. During the recent Dive Equipment Marketing Association show, I met up with current board member Jeff Hansler.
We've talked a lot in this last year about changes happening with NAUI and the importance of that. Where do you fit in that picture, Jeff?
So the board, the NAUI board, is responsible to the members, and our major focus is how do we communicate better with the members, how do we support the members, and how do we help NAUI grow in a responsible way. And by that I mean it's not just about adding numbers, it's about the core reason NAUI started, which was to make the dive industry safe, make the dive industry a better, a more attractive option for people. And so the board discusses these kinds of issues, and we have meetings once a month on most bases, and we'll have a meeting. We're not going to have a meeting here at Dina. We already had our pre-meeting for that. And then we talk to the members that come here. We also talk to outside groups. We talk to the competition. We try and find out what the industry needs to grow so that we can better support our members.
One of the nice things I like about the NAUI board is it's not like Congress. Once you're voted in, you're not just in. And we're going through an election process right now and looking at bringing new, young blood. I mean, that's one of the things we talked about in the dive industry is an old industry. It's an old, aging industry. And so you look at it and say, okay, how do we get that younger feel into it? And we look around and we see guys, at least my age, and I'm not going to lump you in the same group I am, but...
oh, you can.
You know, we have to look towards those kind of things. And, you know, is that a part of the election process, is looking how to refresh things?
Each of the candidates puts out what they think is going to help them get elected to the board. As a board member, I came on, this is my first year on the board. I've got 2 more years on the board in my seat, and there's a lot of responsibility with the job. So just coming in with young ideas, everybody's got an idea, and everybody thinks they know the answer to it. And where the board is going, and I'm speaking primarily for myself, and I hope I'm speaking for the other board members, is, a board that is going to lead with innovation. And so innovation for the way NAUI represents itself, innovation in the way we apply the values that are critical to NAUI. And, a board, not a lot of excitement happens on the board. It's business, and it's serious business where you have to be, we have a lot of discussion. We have differing viewpoints on it. And how do we decide between all the viewpoints what's the best step forward for NAUI? So just being younger, if you come on with lots of vim and vigor, and you can't listen, you can't communicate, you can't accept other people's ideas, and you can't take them, that won't do any good. We have a couple issues. NAUI's growing heavily in outside the United States. So getting representation from somebody from South America or from Europe or the Middle East or something like that, that would be important for NAUI's future because they'll bring a different perspective.
I want to step away from NAUI for just a second, and we're at the Dive Equipment Marketing Association's annual meeting, which means the entire dive industry. And as I mentioned, the dive industry is aging. A lot of people have said the dive industry is going to die. I don't believe that personally, but I know we're going to go through the same kind of struggles with that. As a dive professional, not a NAUI person, what do you feel like is necessary for the dive industry to continue and grow?
So I want to add some context to what you're talking about. Currently, the numbers are the dive industry is shrinking. So is National Football League viewership. So are membership in most associations. The internet has dramatically changed how people connect, where they get information. A show like this used to be the only place, it was your major source of information. That's no longer the case. You can, everything's been Googleized. And so all the organizations are looking to adjust. The ocean is an untapped frontier. My love for it wasn't to be part of the diving industry. My love for it was because of Jacques Cousteau and the undersea world, and the fact that there was something new to explore. We haven't figured out how to really build houses there yet, so we haven't destroyed the environment, by putting buildings everywhere. We're finding other ways to destroy it. So what would be a shame is if people still wanted to dive and there wasn't an environment for it. So, the dive industry has a unique voice, especially with changes in administration for our country. We have to make people understand that there's huge profitability in protecting the environment and taking care of it. And not only is it profitable, it's sustainable. So where's the dive industry going is where we're going to take it from here, and what kind of discussions we have and what kind of actions we're able to take on it.
It's going to be interesting to see. Jeff, I appreciate the time, and good luck on your last 2 years here on the board.
Well, Greg, I really thank you very, very much, and I look forward to it. And it's a pleasure talking with you.
Well, if you're interested in getting more involved in the business of diving, be sure and visit NAUI.org or contact the NAUI office. And that's this episode of NAUI's Dive Team Report. I'm Greg Martin. Thanks for listening. I'll see you underwater.